Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today, a Wednesday here at MadWorldTarot. And we are still looking tangentially at this P. Diddy scandal where Harry's is the only high profile name mentioned, not as somebody who is complicit in any of the nastiness, but as someone who was a name that was volunteered to people pay up, do whatever unpleasantness, and I'll get you access to Prince Harry. This is the court papers. Mostly people speculate that his name is a high profile name that is mentioned in the court papers to gain attention. And of course, people are going to pick up on it and have picked up on it. And I have to say, for legal reasons right now, that Harry is not accused of anything. And I am not accusing him of anything here today or anywhere else on this channel reading on this topic. So, I've got the Tarot of the Golden Wheel on the tarot table. We're going to look at this access thing because it has echoes of an old story, royal family scandal, Fergie and Prince Andrew. Way back in, I think it was around 2010, Fergie was caught out offering access to Prince Andrew for £500,000. And that was back in the day, nearly 15 years ago. £500,000 was a lot of money, and it's still a lot of money. For access to Prince Andrew. Now, a lot of people are wondering, speculating whether something similar has been going on with the Parkles, not necessarily even to do with P. Diddy. So let's take that scandal out of the equation and let's just ask generally whether Meghan has perhaps been monetizing her association with Prince Harry and saying, I'll bring him to a party or an art gallery or whatever if you pay X. A bit like what Fergie was doing, or at least trying to do. And we know that Meghan has a form in trying to monetize the royal connection because she presented kind of a pitch to the royal family back when she was a working royal, suggesting how they could monetize the royal family by, for instance, selling tickets to Trooping the Colour and other such high-profile events. Why was this for free? Why were the public just allowed to show up and wave their flags and put bunting up and have, you know, their deck chairs out and whatever, their picnic lunch, when they could be charged for this? Interesting. So you can see where this speculation has come from, I think. And so Tarot of the Golden Wheel, it's my money tarot. It's become that for me. And so we're going to just have a look generally and see whether there has been suggestions that pay, and I'll make sure that you get 10 minutes with Harry at a party or whatever. Whether Harry knows, or is he so dumb and unaware and deluded that he has no idea that this is going on, assuming it's going on. All speculative. This is a theory, this is a speculation, this is just people wondering. Let's remind you that this is just tarot for fun and entertainment. This is just my speculation, my opinion. I just look at energy, see if there's any energy around this story or this speculation. And of course there is a disclaimer in the box below, and please read it, please form your own opinion about this. So we're just having a look to see if there is any supporting energy around this speculation. I think that is the best way I can word it. I need to shuffle one more time. There we go. The moon. How interesting that came out and showed itself. That's a suspicion. So it came out and showed itself. And hard times for the Parkles, of course, right now, with all these setbacks. And Meghan, not very happy, according to the reading that I have just done. We have the One can but laugh. That is the, and I'm going to put this card next to it because it's the next one. And if you've watched the previous reading, you'll know why that card is there. But the Ace of Wheels, Ace of Pentacles is the big one, of course. Underlying energy is the big money card. A start of a new venture, because it's an ace and it's new beginnings. It's new beginnings to do with money and big money, because the Ace of Pentacles is ka-ching. I have a brilliant idea. This is going to feather my nest forever. Not just feather my nest, it's going to be private jets and yachts and huge big mansions all over the place and only wearing designer gear and all that kind of stuff. So it has shown up as the underlying energy, confirming for me that there is at least energy around this story, this theory that is supportive. So let's see the situation we're dealing with. What are we dealing with? We're dealing with the Eight of Swords in reverse. That is a card of somebody getting out of a situation that is extremely difficult. Upright, it's a predicament that someone has got themselves into, and in the reverse it's finally seeing the way out, having an idea, because it's about a vision and ideas, and oh yeah, I can try this. I thought I had no possible way of saving myself, but suddenly yes, that's it, that's what I can do. So it's telling me that the thought might have crossed her mind. Quite a big thought, because of the Ace of Wheels underlying all the cards in this reading. So let's just have a look at this access to Prince Harry generally, without pointing fingers and naming names. I just want to know if it's a thing. What about it? What does universe want to tell us about it? Knight of Cups is the card of schmoozing and wooing and sweet talking. It tells me that people were quite keen, or are quite keen, on meeting him. A kind of novelty value, but I met a prince. Has that energy around it. That is exciting for people. It's interesting for them. That there's quite a resonance for them around it, because it's quite romantic. It's a romantic notion of meeting a prince. If you don't have your own royal family, if you manage to get rid of them in a war, it might still be quite a nice romantic notion. Especially when other celebrities and politicians and things are very disappointing, the royal family still has a certain cachet. Well, not so much anymore, thanks to the Parkles and also some of the other members of the royal family. But that for me is this romantic notion that hostesses and hosts of parties, society events, openings, things like that, and possibly less glamorous events also, and less salubrious events also, possibly might think, oh, well, that gives a certain cachet to the event if I can get a prince of the realm to attend. So that's how I'm reading that card. And of course, it's all just me here and my opinion. So let's look at Meghan now. She been doing a Fergie? Anything like that been going on? Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is quite a calculating energy. Strategic. So it gives me the sense of business plan. Remember, we've had this energy here, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the cards match energetically. So I think that at some stage she got very frustrated. This is how I'm speculating, how I'm reading the energy of these cards. At some stage she got very frustrated with the financial straits that they were in, with the fact that nothing was really going right. It could even have been as a result of the lockdown, and the fact that they just couldn't get anything going. It was taking a long time. And so it might have occurred to her, and she has followed the royals pretty closely, even despite claiming that she knew absolutely nothing about them. And she hadn't ever Googled, and she didn't know who Prince Andrew was. Who's that man carrying the Queen's handbag at the Royal Lodge? Oh, her best friend Eugenie's father. I think the idea came to her mind, this vision, this way out of the predicament came to her mind. That's how I'm reading it anyway. So, does Harry know? If this is going on, hypothetical question, if by any chance that this kind of conversation is going on around his attendance at things, is he aware or is he blissfully unaware and thinks people just really like him and it's great and they're invited everywhere because he's so popular, he's the most popular royal? Awareness. Two of Cups. I don't think he knows, even though it's a partnership card. The Two of Cups, you could say they're partners in this. I'm looking for something that is complicit energy. You could read the Two of Cups and yes, it's a scheme that they've hatched together and buy one, get one free. Basically, you buy Meghan and you get, well, you buy Harry and you get Meghan free. So there is that energy in it. I'm getting something more of a simpleton energy in that Two of Cups though for me. He thinks that they're just the couple, that they're so popular and everyone loves seeing them, and here they are. And I do personally think that he has handed over all of his agency with regard to money and the real world and what goes on day to day to her. I don't think he's able to figure any of that stuff out. I don't think he even knows that he should be figuring that stuff out. There was a rumor, it might even have been an actual truth, a while back when they first went to America, that she was his agent, his managing agent, and any deals that were put together, she got a cut, she got a percentage. He wasn't getting a percentage of her money, but she was getting a percentage of his earnings. So I think he thinks it's a sweet couple. That's me. I'm trying to look for the best in people at the moment. A bit of a message from universe. But there, you could also say that they are partners, not in crime, but in it together. So up to you how you want to spin that one. Is this going to come out? And that's why our old High Priestess had to come out, because of the link to the previous reading, one that I've just done. So we won't talk about it more here. Is it going to come out? Strength in reverse, yes it is. Yes it is. Because that's the Parkles. It's a bear this time that's being sat on by the lady in the card. And the Strength card has always signified the Parkles, because she's a Leo, he's the Virgo. It's the two together in the card, and one taming the other, basically. And it's them as a couple, it's their brand, it's their strong point. They are strong together, which I think he thinks, but in coming days, they're going to be perceived as unraveling. With the Strength card in reverse, weakened, damaged, falling apart, not reliable. And I would say it's sitting under the Knight of Cups that people aren't going to be that thrilled to be shaking hands with the Prince of the Realm, given what is currently going on in the Parkle world, all the toxic stories that are breaking currently in the Parkle world, not just the scandal that I referenced at the start of this reading. So as I said, I'm reading more widely than just that particular scandal. It does look like this is going to come out and it's going to be very damaging for their brand and for their relationship as well. Because if he doesn't know, if old Dumbo really hasn't got a clue, or if he doesn't realize how damaging this is, because he could be so just detached from what most people think is good behavior, good and decent behavior. And it does seem to be something that is an unfortunate shadow aspect of being brought up royal, that some of the royal family understand duty and stuff like that, and some don't, and some think that everything is on offer at the banquet of life. They can just help themselves endlessly without any consequences. He might be in for a bit of a rude surprise. That is the reading, and thank you for watching. See you again tomorrow.